Yo, what's up, Broncos country? How's it going tonight, guys? I wanted to go on here and make this gut reaction video. I know the game's still going on, but it's over. So I wanted to get into some things. This video is not going to be very long tonight. Mohammed's not with me. He's still on vacation. He should be back next week, hopefully. But this video is not going to be very long. I'm not, because I can't really go an hour by myself. Maybe like 10 minutes, 20 minutes total. But let's get into it. So I'm officially done. And I don't care what anybody says, what anybody has to say. I don't care about the numbers. I really honestly don't care anymore. Vance Joseph needs to go. He's not good. Like, I'm sick to death of people using stats and everything to say that Vance Joseph has got this defense playing otherworldly. No, he doesn't. The guy doesn't know how to use his players. I literally watched this entire game tonight, and he had the defense in zone, like I think it was like 85% of the time. The defense was in zone. They get freaking demolished in zone. The run game, the pass game, this defense is not good in zone. I love the Broncos, but their defense, their players, they're not meant to play zone coverage. Yes, the pass rush couldn't get home today. The Chargers offensive line was doing well. I understand that. But Sertan was out there. Like, the excuse last time for me was Sertan wasn't playing the game. This time we had an 11-point lead and we squandered it. Now, yes, the offense probably should have done more. They only got 24 points. But for the love of God, can Vance Joseph please play freaking man coverage? It shouldn't be 80, 85% zone and like 20 to 15% man. It should be like 80, 85% man and 15% zone. Like this, like if you watch the game, if you watch any of the game, you see when you see the defense in zone coverage, boom, they're getting torched. Lad McConkey was open like multiple times tonight in zone coverage. Like he was not covered. And I would like to say this was the first time I saw this, but no, I've seen it all freaking year. I've said this in weeks past. I think it was against the Chiefs. I think the Falcons too, even though we won that game. The Ravens game, that was the big one. They were playing so much zone coverage in that game, and guys were just wide open across the field. Vance Joseph needs to go. I don't want to hear stats, statistics. I don't want to hear that crap. Just like with a quarterback, people always want to nitpick the stats of a QB or any kind of player. Be like, oh, he had these stats. He was good. Like Russell Wilson last year, for instance. Oh, you can't move on from Russell Wilson. Look at these numbers he posted. Did you watch the games? Russell Wilson, his numbers look good, yeah, but if you watch his play on the field, the numbers skew that. His play was atrocious. Vance Joseph's defensive play calling is atrocious. He freaking there was one drive, I think it was like this, like three drives before the Chargers' last one. He literally kept lining up everybody at the freaking line of scrimmage and got like what was it, three freaking offsides penalties because he kept lining people up on the line of scrimmage. No creativity, just line everybody up and boom, in the neutral zone, boom in the neutral zone, boom in the neutral zone. He kept doing that. He cannot call. He's not a good defensive coordinator. He's not. I'm tired of the numbers. And it's not just the fact that he plays so much zone coverage and refuses to play what his players are good at, which is man coverage. The guy can't coach a full freaking game of football. He can't do it. Like they shot their load, excuse my language, but they shot their load in the first half and they were done. Defense played good, held the Chargers to 10 points in the first half. We scored 21. I'm pretty sure in the second, and this goes for the offense too. Sean, what are you doing? Make adjustments, man. The Chargers defense knew they were getting torched in the first half. They went to halftime, they made adjustments, came out and only held the Broncos to 3 freaking points in the second half. Why? Like, I don't get it. Sean, to me, does get more of a pass because he has a Super Bowl trophy. He's shown that he can do good things. But Vance Joseph's got to go. We've already had him here once as the head coach. He couldn't do jack. He sucks as a DC. I'm sorry, he can't call plays. Like, how is it that like that'd be like freaking Sean Payton being like, I know Bo Nix can't throw, big passes down the field. I know he can't do that, or I'm just trying to think. Russell Wilson, let's just put that into perspective. Be like, let's keep Russell Wilson in the pocket, make him throw from the pocket. Even though everybody in the world and their mama knows he can't do that because he's too short. He can't see over the offensive line. They'd be like Sean Payton constantly making Russ stay in the pocket, throw from the pocket. That is Vance Joseph with the defense. Russ's thing that he does well is play action, get outside, throw the ball downfield, the deep ball. That's what he does well because he's short. Getting him outside the pocket, moving the line, shifting the line, making them, block, go the opposite way, and Russ goes out to the opposite side and throws the ball downfield. That's what Russ does well. You try to make him a pocket passer, it's not going to work. That's what Vance Joseph is doing with this defense. Oh, you guys play man coverage really, really well? That's what your strength is? Okay, well, we're going to go away from that and put 85% zone coverage. Which, if Vance Joseph, I'm sure he's watching tape, he's a freaking coach, watches the tape at all this year, he would notice that whenever his defense is in zone, they're getting torched by everybody. Someone's always wide open in zone coverage, which is something you would see in man. Like, zones, the guys are looking at the quarterback, watching where the quarterback's going, playing a certain part of the field to where there should be somebody in that area. But yet the players are not there. They get mixed up, they get confused. Like, as wide open as we've seen receivers in zone coverage with this defense, that's the kind of stuff you would see if you were playing man coverage and a guy just blows his man off the line and the guy trips and falls or something, the DB. I'm sick to death. I want Vance Joseph gone. I know it's probably not going to happen, but he needs to be gone. They need to get a better defensive coordinator in here that actually will play to his players' strengths and, actually can coach a full freaking game of football. Vance Joseph can't do that. It's either he coaches well in the first half. I mean, overall, the team's kind of that way. Because, the offense, though, has played more full games than the defense has. The defense, every freaking game, it's like yin and yang. One, you'll know in the first half, you're going to get a bad Broncos defense. Second half, they come out with their hair on fire and playing lights out, and they do stuff. They play great. Or vice versa. They come out in the first half, they play great, and then in the second half, it's like, what are we doing? We were up 11 freaking points in the first half on this Chargers team. We should have walked away with this dub tonight. There is no excuse for this loss. None. Vance Joseph has got to go. It is his fault. Now, like I said, yes, the offense only scored 3 points in the second half. That's got to get better. But to me, like I said, Sean Payton gets a pass because he's got a Super Bowl victory. He's done incredible things with a rookie QB. And honestly, like I said, the offense plays more full games than the defense ever does. Yeah, here and there, the offense might, have a, good half and then a bad half. But majority of the time, the offense plays a good game all around. They're able to chew clock, run the ball. Earlier in the season, they were able to pass the ball downfield and pick up first downs. And that's the thing. That's the other thing about Sean. Even the announcers were talking about it. Pressure Bo Nix. If you pressure Bo Nix, he's going to crumble and he's going to, maybe not throw an interception, but he's not going to be able to get the ball where it needs to go, which Bo Nix needs to work on, but he's still a rookie. But Sean Payton, being the head coach and the offensive guy, should know that and make hot routes, like a back out of the backfield, a crosser or something, to get the ball out quick or run the ball. I understand our run game hasn't been the greatest, but run the freaking ball, counter it, do something. But Vance is the bigger problem here. This defense, I understand it's first in a lot of statistical categories, but it doesn't change the fact that if you actually watch the games and watch the film, Vance Joseph clearly cannot coach a full game of football. And I'm scared to go into the playoffs. Yeah, we're going to make it. We got to win one more game. We got the Bengals and the Chiefs left. We got to win one of those games. Hopefully we do. But this team, I hate to say it, is not ready for the playoffs, especially this defense. This defense is not ready for the playoffs. They're not. Because if we get this kind of atrocious play calling, this Vance Joseph that can only coach for one half and not two, we're going to get destroyed in the playoffs. And that's going to be I'll be happy to make the playoffs. I don't want to get humiliated. Like I don't like if we lose in the playoffs, that's all fine. But I want it to be close. It's not gonna be close. It's not good. The Broncos, I'm sorry, the Chargers didn't even have their top running back today. Oh, and that's the other thing. A lot of zone coverage. Whenever McConkey was burning us all night tonight in zone coverage, mind you, play man. Why? Like, and even a few times I seen him, and man, guess who wasn't on their best receiver? Sertan. Sertan was not on McConkey hardly at all tonight. Like, what? This is my point. He doesn't know how to use his players. He doesn't. Like, those things, like not knowing what you're doing and, doing a bunch of wacky, crazy stuff and, blitzing a lot or doing whatever, that works against bad teams like the Falcons, like the freaking Raiders, like I mean, I guess you could say the Jets, like the Browns. That works against bad teams. Just throwing stuff at the wall and hoping it sticks. That works against bad teams. But good teams like the Chargers, the Chiefs, whenever, they have a quarterback and a head coach, they're going to scheme a way around that. They're going to, make adjustments around that. Like, please, if there is anything holy in this world, please let Vance Joseph be gone. Like, honestly, I wish, man, we should have threw all the money in the world at freaking Vic Fangio. I would have took Vic Fangio because at least Vic Fangio, proved he could coach a whole game of freaking football. Like, I'd rather have Vic Fangio back in here coaching this defense because Vic Fangio, as bad as he was as a head coach, at least I know he knows how to run a freaking defense. Vance Joseph doesn't. He doesn't. He doesn't know what he's doing. And there's nothing more to say, dude. We should have locked up a playoff spot tonight. We were up 11 points, guys. 11 in the first half. We were up 11 freaking points. We had all the momentum. And then it's like we shit the bed in the second half. Defense couldn't get stops. Offense couldn't move the ball. And you know what? That's whenever you need your defense to step up. Like Bo Nix is having a couple of bad games. I mean, he didn't have a bad game tonight. I think he went over 200 yards, 2 touchdown passes. But it's like, bro, like seriously, like whenever you have a rookie quarterback, the defense has to play lights out. You have to have a run game. Now the run game, that's an issue. I understand, but VJ, he's not good by any stretch of the imagination. He needs to go. And I would hope Sean Payton's smart enough to realize that because this defense only playing one good half of freaking football and playing more zone than man. And I talk to people about this all the time. They're like, well, they're going to, there's sometimes they get torched to man. Yeah, I understand. That's going to happen. You're going to get beat in zone or man coverage, regardless of what you're good at. You're going to get beat in both. The other team gets paid too. They got players that get paid too. And I understand that. But whenever you watch the games and if you watch the games and when you see the Broncos in zone coverage, there's always someone open by like 10 yards, like wide open, nobody near them. So I don't know what more to say, man. We got 2 more games. We got to win one of them. We got to beat the Bengals next week or we got to beat the Chiefs in week 18. If we don't, it could be in serious jeopardy for us to lose or not make the playoffs. Like the Colts, excuse me, the Colts have a really easy remaining schedule. They can win out, the Broncos can lose out, and we can be out of the playoffs. We had a chance tonight to lock up the 6th seed and lock up the playoffs. And this defense faltered. This whole team faltered. But I would say more of the onus is on the defense and Vance Joseph. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, comment, subscribe on this. And me and Muhammad will be back next week with our gut reaction video. He might be back for the prediction video next week. But like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Also hit the bell notification to be aware whenever we go live. And I will talk to you guys later. Peace.